Okay, just making sure sound levels are good, lighting's okay, and good. ABC, how spins it? Um, I know this is the first video for me in a while. I'm way behind on everything with uploading stuff, and I'm like several months behind on videos for everybody, and that kind of sucks. But I basically took some time off in the summer from doing a whole lot of watching because of problems with the computer and everything, and not having access from school. But I'm getting back into it and get caught up and everything and all that. Okay, this is um, long overdue response to my final vinyl about the bootlegs thread from last month. And I don't have too many, but I've got a lot from one particular band. So it's like I've got you know uh, most of the bootlegs that I got are from the same band because I started collecting that band. And if you've watched um, any videos on this channel or uh, my Slayer exclusive channel, I just gave it away, but yeah, you'll get the point. Um, some of these I've shown before, some I haven't. Some were shown on my other channel. Some of these are being dug out of the stacks that were shown on my previous channel before it was shut down. Um, there's a couple of rare bootlegs that I did show then in a collections video that I haven't put up on this channel again, and we'll get to those. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, there's one thing. I have it. I won't show it, but I will bring it up for discussion anyway. Maybe it's a debate kind of a thing. I don't know if, and it's uh, Rat's original EP on Time Coast that was released on Time Coast before they were signed to Atlantic. I don't know if that was you could consider a bootleg or not, since that was self-released. Um, I have it. I'm not going to show it because I don't really consider it such. But I guess what do you guys think? But anyway, let's get to it then. Okay, this first one is like I said, a lot of these will be of the same band. Um, Iron Maiden live in Dortmund in '83. I'll back up a little bit. Um, Picked this up for, I don't know, I picked it up on the cheap, under $30 for eBay. Um, Check this out. Nice red vinyl there. And I've seen this, I think Rob in the UK has a copy of this. I think he's the only one I've seen, but since there's so many freaking Maiden collectors in the VC, probably multiple people have got it. Here we got another bootleg from Maiden, and out of Venezuela. The translation I had my mom help me out with. She speaks Spanish as a native language. From here to Venezuela. That's what this means. And there's the reverse. Yeah, Eddie's Fear of the Fart. I don't know if you can see that. The bottom there. Eddie's Fear of the Fart. That's pretty funny. Um, Intro, Be Quick or Be Dead, Number of the Beast, Wrathchild, From Here to Eternity, Then I Play with Madness, Wasting Love, Tailgunner, Evil Let Men Do, one of my favorite Maiden songs, and Afraid to Shoot Strangers. Limited edition 400 on this one. Metallica, Legendary Garage Tapes. I didn't pay that much for it. I paid about $33 for this. Yeah. Metallica from this period, I want to get my hands on. Here's one of those that I was talking about that have shown before from another channel, and they're making their reappearance. Megadeth bootleg, Queen's Hall, and I picked these up at a record shop in Phoenix, and that was a sticker price, but I didn't pay it. There we go. The camera. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see that. I didn't pay the sticker price on it. I talked the guy down a little bit, and which is surprising because Phoenix is Megadeth's, home, as it were. And saw him in concert there, put on a kick-ass show a number of years ago. About 2 years ago now. Another Megadeth bootleg, Set the World on Fire. From Toronto Concert Hall, April 18th, 1988. So this was so before I was born, but not by much. Again, didn't pay the sticker price on it. Interesting story about this one. Well, a couple of them actually. This is a second pressing. You can tell because the Megadeth label in the corner there is a sticker. The first pressing was logo was printed on. And another thing is that I looked for this on eBay a while ago. Couldn't find the vinyl version. Found this on CD. Same one on CD, and it's got a longer track list. They cut like 3 songs were cut for the vinyl version. Among them, Peace Cells. I don't remember the other 2 songs off the top of my head because it's been years since I looked for this. And again, at my research at the time, I don't know how accurate this is, but the website I found listed only 4 Megadeth bootlegs, and I have 2 of them, but I don't know how accurate that is because there's probably a lot more than just 4. But I don't know. But the research that I did, that's what they said. And again, there's debate. Probably will be debate and controversy about this one, but I'm just showing it anyway. Metallica, welcome back. Gothenburg, Sweden, the 5th of May, 2004. I'm not really sure. I picked this up in Seattle about a year ago, a little over a year ago now. And again, didn't pay the sticker price because they were having like a going out of business sale. So I grabbed it. From this period, I don't particularly like, but it had a good track listing, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to pick it up. And you can find these actually readily available. But yeah, I don't see a label markings or anything like that on this. Harvester of Sorrow, Welcome Home Sanitarium, For Whom the Bell Tolls, I Disappear, Creeping Death, Puppets, and that's this one. Okay, moving onward to that basically I'll have to go through everything. Um, I'll just start going through everything in order that I got here. Now it's on to Slayer bootlegs. This one is Till Death Do Us Part. Um, this one caused me a bit of a problem because I got it in several fights because of the price that I paid for this thing. It's the second most that I've spent on an album, but not by much. Pretty close to it though. The most expensive was an original autographed Megadeth with Chris Poland, Garth Samuelson, and the two Daves. And yeah, had to have that. Double bootleg. Actually, the labels are actually the wrong labels too. But it is Slayer because I've actually played them, but it is the wrong label. That's pink and this is orange. There's the front. There's the back on Jester Records, and this is a soundboard recording. U.S. rehearsal sessions, and again, the same. This is basically what it is. Some of these songs I think can be heard on the Live Undead live album from '84, something around in there. Because some of the a lot of this, like the in between songs they played, sounds pretty similar to that. Maybe not. 500 copies. First 25 came with a T-shirt. Pretty good sound quality for recordings this old. These were rehearsals from '84, so they're almost 30 years old. Everything is pretty cool. And this is actually, and there was more from this. I have a lot of early Slayer on bootlegs. That'd be my favorite period of the band is the Metal Blade, years, the early stuff. Okay, that's not a bootleg. We can do. I suppose I could show some demo for you. Yeah. Oh, no, can't do that because that's an official release. Whoops. I almost completely messed up the whole spirit of this thing. Okay. Slayer Rare Tracks Volume 2. A lot of these, I think there's 3 volumes of the Rare Tracks. A lot of these have stuff that, previously released. Aggressive Perfect from Metal Massacre 3, obviously. There's a lot of rehearsal tracks. Tracks from the Def Jam demo from back in the day. The Witching Hour Venom cover with Machine Head from Divine Intervention during '84. That can be heard on Live Intrusion. And I've also got that. I've got that on vinyl. Don't have the DVD or VHS, but I've got it on vinyl. Okay, not bootleg. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Slayer. Now it's dark. The Dynamo Festival, 5/29/85. I've probably got 3 or 4 bootlegs from this same show, which is pretty crazy. Really cool. Cover ripping up the PMRC manual. It's got an OB strip and whoopsies. Okay, they're the same color, so keep from messing it up. And there is the back of it. There's the track listing. I don't know how well you can see that. I know plastic's probably covering up a lot of it. Another limited edition of 500 on colored vinyl, and so blue. And there's swirl, marble with it. Typical of bootlegs, no label. And okay, I'm at 16. Yeah, this will probably be close to my longest video. Here, I'll just do that later. Slayer Praise of Death on Aaron Records from 1987. Double album. Here you can see it better. Broadcast use only. And let me see if I can pull out the jacket. And yeah, there we go. There's the back of it. There's the front again. Okay, I basically just grabbed my entire person right here. Okay, see, official. Aha. Here's another one. Violent Brains, double album from 5/28/85. Again, recorded at the Dynamo. Interesting about this thing, this bootleg, it's Chilean bootleg. And that's interesting because that's where my mom's from. She's actually from the same place where Tom grew up, which is pretty fucking crazy. Kerry Kong, Tommy Araya, Jeff Hangman, and Dave is pictured but not listed. Pretty funny. Nothing special with the label, as is typical. Okay. Here's part one of a two-parter. Boys Keep Swinging. Reign of Justice is part 2. There's the reverse. And if I bring it up, there. And then this right here. Soundboard recording for Lynn. In April 27th, 87. Recordings in Belgium, May 26th, 87. Elevates, Altar of Sacrifice, At Dawn Sleep, Postmortem, Chemical Warfare, Evil Has No Boundaries, Fight Till Death, and Show No Mercy. So that's pretty cool. Really eerie really eerie cover there. Not that the reverse is any less disturbing, but you know, this is the band that we're dealing with. Okay, more official. See, because I know there's at least one picture disc that I do need to show. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Hello H bootleg picture disc. It's really hard to tell because it is in the shrink, but it's got artwork on the side of it that makes it different from the official release, because the official release didn't have that. It's on Roadrunner, and it's got live tracks. It's got studio tracks, and it's got live tracks from the combat tour with Venom and Exodus from '85 on it. I picked this up because of the artwork. It's pretty cool, and being different from the official release. Okay, it's more official stuff. Yeah, won't be able to see it really well. This is an interview picture disc of Slayer, but it's just in a white sleeve. There's another sleeve that with more details on it. This is just the plain white sleeve. Okay, does this one have release or not? I guess I can go ahead. Yeah, this one is probably okay to show. Blood Before the Rain. This is basically the rehearsals and recordings for Rain and Blood. Basically, it's got, while they were recording, it doesn't have the entire album set list, but it's got mostly, these are rehearsals from that session and the talking in between and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. And that's on that's on red vinyl. Probably my favorite, Captors of Sin. Another double. I really like this cover. This has been repressed. There's probably 3 or 4 different pressings of this one. This is on Devil's Records from 1985. Belgium and Germany is where this was recorded. In '85, this it'd be spring and summer of '85, and Hellowaits, Aggressive Effector, Capture Sin, Final Command, Antichrist, Necrophiliac, Filligan, Grips for Eternity, Black Magic, Dive of the Sword, Haunting the Chapel, Prison Death, Fight Till Death, At Dawn They Sleep, Eternal Mercy, Antichrist, Chemical Warfare, and Evil Has No Boundaries. And then there's a message on the bottom. This album is dedicated to those types of people. I don't really know what they mean with the reference to Long Live the Metal Age, because there never really was one, to be perfectly honest, because glam metal doesn't count. Rare Tracks Volume 1. This one is mostly again, it's obscure. Some of the stuff's been released, but it's like the soundtracks. songs that they did for soundtracks, like Inagata Devita, Disorder. There was with Ice-T for the Judgment soundtrack. Bride Chucky soundtrack. The Spawn soundtrack. But it's also got rehearsals, demos, live stuff, remixes, and the like. That I've actually got that design on a T-shirt. There's the back. Okay. Greetings from my gut. And I'll let this image soak in for a second. And here's the reverse. And San Francisco in '84. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, this is my favorite period. If you look at live video from this time, even up to that, and even especially during the after period, like mid '80s, especially video watching them is just insane because they go crazy. Okay, this is Slayer. Which bootleg is this? Because the title is not. Oh yes, Metal Massacre again. Eindhoven, 5/28/85. So again, same concert. There's the front and the back. Nothing special, but white label, black vinyl, and so I think we're almost to the end here. We've been going at this for almost half an hour, so yeah, I haven't shown it many bands. Like I said, don't know if these count or not. I'll just show them anyway. Songbook of the Antichrist Part 1, Part 2. This is Divine Intervention Tour from '94. That you can, this is basically the audio from Live Intrusion, and I believe this was a direct rip from the DVD. At least in the research that I've done, that's what they said. Whoops, grab two at a time. Slayer, Inagata Devita. This is 1989. And the soundboard recording. Selection of mixed desk recordings from the group's Unforgettable show at Essence Grug Hall, January 10th, '89. Read Between the Lines, Black Magic, Postmortem, At Dawn We Sleep, Die with the Sword, Kill Again, among others. And interesting about this one, clear vinyl, pretty cool. And one of the few clear vinyl that I do have, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, up next is my favorite title, album title for a Slayer, Satan's Little Helper. This is Berlin 87, I want to say, and the original recording, yeah, recorded Berlin April 27th, 87. Interesting thing about this, and because I didn't notice this at first, had to be pointed out when someone else showed it. George Bush on this label, on this side, side B, and whoops, I'm having some issues here. Yeah, there, that's better. Yeah, with the program, dude. Carry on side A. Reading blood, die with the sword, praise of death, necrophiliac, aggressive, perfecter, black magic, capture scene, reborn, post-mortem. And I think we're almost to the end. Maybe just a couple more. Maybe 2 or 3 more. Okay, up next is the oldest bootleg that I have. Final Command. There's also there's also Final Command, or I think it's maybe Final or Last Command. I think it's Final Command. Really hard to find it when it shows up on eBay. The asking price is $500. No exceptions. It's the label. This is Orange County. This is live at the Woodstock. Orange County, 328.83. 486 of 500. This has a lot of tracks that they've played early. That they don't really play too much anymore. Blitzkrieg, Ice Titan, High Priestess, stuff like that. Stuff they don't play anymore. I've also got, and I didn't show it. I've got, because I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or not. It may be. I've also got a live. I've got a live 7-inch recorded in LA in '83. I've got, honestly, if someone Slayer stuff, it's hard to keep track. Yeah, that's what goes. I've got so much. There's probably 7 inches in there that I should be showing that forgetting. So I'll probably have to do a part 2 to this. Torture in Toronto. This is live in Toronto, October 27th, 1984. It's double album on black vinyl. Okay, and this is yeah. Okay, actually, sorry everybody, I lied. I do have some more. So bear with me. I'll try to run through these pretty quick. These are fake bootlegs. Because these were printed, turned out not to be real. And picked these up on eBay. Didn't know what these. I knew what these were because I'd seen them. I'd seen them before. It turned out after the research was done, found out these were fake. 5 on black, 5 on clear. But these are actually fake. These were made in somebody's house with a special machine. And I did the research on the process and everything. So that sucks because I did pay a lot of money for these. turning out to be fake. But yeah, found that through another, because I check regularly, um, fan sites that discuss bootlegs, and it was listed on it, so I thought it was legit. Turns out it's not. Still kind of cool to have though. Um, just wish I hadn't spent so much money. Um, Probably one of the more expensive and harder to find of my collection. Slayer, Kill Kill Kill. I've seen probably 3 of these, maybe 4 of them in 5-6 years. It's a double. Dynamo 85, same time. On Dig Records, jacket's not in the best of shape, because the dumbass shipped the records in the jacket. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. I was pissed off, but there wasn't really much I could do about it. And since this recording is, rare where it doesn't show up, anyway, there's the reverse. Hope YouTube doesn't get pissed off at me and pull this down. This was actually released in 1990. It was recorded in 85, released in 1990. Dig Records. Do have a couple more. Won't pull this out. If you want to see this in more detail, this is Slayer Blow Your Head Clean Off. December 7th, 2001 at the Warfield Auditorium in San Francisco. Pretty much probably the same set list as Live at the Warfield DVD. It was the same date. This is the same show as the Warfield DVD. This is a pretty cool fold out. I go into this with a lot more detail, pulling it out and showing the fold out and everything on my Slayer channel. If you're interested, the title I think is A Day That Will Live in Slayer is the title of it. The channel is Slayer Fan for Life 88. If you guys are interested, okay. Yeah, really sorry about this, guys. Angels of Death Volume 2, San Francisco, May 31st, 98. And these are all colored. This is Angels of Death Volume 1, same show. Both of these are 260 of 333. This is number 260, and the other one is also 260 from 2 different sellers at 2 different times, probably about a year apart, which is interesting. And I'm down to a couple more. Live at the Ritz in New York, 86. This is 1 of 150 on red vinyl. This one is sealed and will stay that way because it's number 1, and I just decided I'm going to keep it that way because it's number 1. I've seen this open and it's on red vinyl. And then there's one, last one. I waited to do this video because I knew this was coming. The Monster 5-disc box set, Slayer horror box set. This just came today, and it's heavy. It's really cool. Again, this is 5 discs for 3 shows in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Sorry, 10/24/84. Empire, Philadelphia. Empire obviously be the name of the venue. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one or at 11-184, and the Loft, Baltimore, Maryland, 11-984. And got a couple. There's also some artwork with it, and which is really cool. This is just got this. It's limited to 250, and here's the reverse. So it's really cool, and it just came in and adding this option. Okay, everybody. Sorry this runs so long, and so you probably have to end up watching it in 2 parts. Don't know when I'll be able to get this up because it's going to take forever. This is by far the longest video I've ever done. Okay. Thanks everybody. The few of you that stuck through and watched it, and I will see you later with some more videos, another vinyl update, and so on and so forth. Thanks, guys.